All right, let's dive in.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're trading our hiking shoes for paddles and life jackets
Oh, yeah.
because we are heading out onto the water.
Sounds good.
We're exploring kayaking at Brandenburg Park.
All right.
It's in Chesterfield Township, Michigan,
Okay.
right on Lake St. Clair.
Yep.
And we've got some awesome source material on the park
Great.
and what it's like to kayak there.
Cool.
So it would be like having our own guide, you know,
Yeah.
showing us all the cool spots and giving us some insider tips.
I like it.
Just imagine you're gliding along the water, surrounded by nature.
That's the life.
That's what we're aiming for today.
Nice.
And trust me, there are some seriously awesome things waiting to be discovered,
Like what?
like secret canals that are perfect for exploring, and we might even see some amazing wildlife.
Really?
You won't believe what you can find at this park.
All right, well, let's get to it.
Brandenburg Park is more than just a kayaking spot, though, right?
Absolutely.
What else is there?
It's like a whole recreation paradise. They've got playgrounds, a splash pad, even fishing piers.
Wow.
So it's perfect for a family day out.
So while some people are out kayaking,
Exactly.
other people could be having their own adventures.
Everyone's happy.
I love it. Maximizing the fun.
That's the goal.
It sounds like Brandenburg Park has truly thought of everything to make a visit amazing.
For sure.
But okay, let's get down to the main event.
Okay.
Kayaking on Lake St. Clair.
Yeah, Lake St. Clair.
What kind of experience can you expect there?
Well, Lake St. Clair offers a really diverse kayaking experience.
Okay.
You can choose to just stick to the serene coastline, surrounded by beautiful marshes.
Sounds nice.
You might even spot some local wildlife there.
Oh, cool.
Or, if you're up for more of a challenge,
Okay.
you can head out to the open waters of the lake for a more adventurous paddle.
I read something about canals, too.
Oh, yeah?
Is that right?
You're right.
What are those like?
That's where it gets really interesting.
Hmm.
There are these unique canals that wind through residential areas. Oh, wow.
So you get to see like a whole different side of local life.
Cool.
It's like a hidden world just waiting to be explored.
I can already imagine paddling past those beautiful homes,
Yeah.
getting a glimpse into the lives of the people who live there.
Right.
But you know me.
What's that?
I'm always excited about wildlife.
Of course. Of course.
What kind of creatures can we expect to see?
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Okay.
Herons, swans, ducks, they're all regulars in the area.
Nice.
And if you look closely in the clear waters, you might even spot some fish like bass and perch
Really?
swimming beneath you.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, this is officially on my to-do list.
You gotta go.
But before we all grab our paddles and rush out the door,
Hold on.
we need to talk about safety.
Definitely.
Because we want everyone to enjoy their kayaking adventures responsibly.
Absolutely.
So, first things first,
Yeah.
what are the big safety things to remember when kayaking on Lake St. Clair? Well, the first thing to remember is that the weather on Lake St. Clair can change in a flash.
Oh, really?
It can go from sunny to stormy really quickly.
Wow.
So checking the forecast before you head out is an absolute must.
That's good advice.
Always be prepared.
And of course, we can't forget life jackets.
Oh, absolutely not.
No excuses.
They are non-negotiable.
You got it.
Michigan law actually requires all kayakers to have a life jacket or PFD easily accessible.
Okay.
But honestly, wearing it all the time is the smartest move.
Good point.
You also need to be aware of boat traffic out there,
Especially when...
especially during peak hours and weekends.
Makes sense.
When it's crowded, just be extra cautious.
All right. Good to know.
Stay safe out there.
So speaking of being prepared,
Yeah,
any other tips for planning a kayaking adventure at Brandenburg Park?
for sure.
What do our listeners need to know before they go?
Definitely familiarize yourself with the area.
Okay.
Using a map or a GPS, it can really make your trip safer and more enjoyable. Well, it'll help you plan your route and avoid any unexpected surprises.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You don't want to get lost out there.
I'd also suggest visiting during less crowded times.
Oh, yeah.
Like early mornings or weekdays.
Good idea.
Less boat traffic means more peace and quiet.
Definitely.
Probably a better chance of spotting some wildlife.
You know it.
And what if you don't own a kayak?
No worries.
What do you do?
There are local outfitters in the Chesterfield area
Oh, cool.
that offer rentals.
Awesome.
You can just rent one for the day.
That's good to know.
It makes it easy.
It sounds like Brandenburg Park has really thought of everything to make kayaking accessible for everyone.
They have.
But let's not forget that with the privilege of enjoying this beautiful environment
Right.
comes responsibility.
Absolutely.
So what can we do to make sure we're leaving a minimal impact on the environment?
Well, leaving no trace behind is essential.
Okay.
Pack out everything you bring in, and let's keep this amazing place pristine for everyone to enjoy.
And just as important,
Yeah,
we need to do our part to prevent the spread of invasive species.
directly.
What can we do about that?
A simple step, like cleaning your kayak before and after entering the water,
Oh, okay.
can make a huge difference in protecting the lake's ecosystem.
So we've covered safety, planning, and responsible recreation.
The essentials.
Well, what about the overall experience?
Yeah.
What makes Brandenburg Park so special?
Well, Brandenburg Park offers so much more than just kayaking.
Like what?
Lake St. Clair is actually famous for its excellent fishing.
Oh, wow.
So after your paddle,
Yeah.
why not cast a line and try your luck?
That sounds fun.
It's a great way to spend the day.
Picture this. You've worked up an appetite paddling,
Yeah.
so you head over to one of the park's picnic areas
Okay.
and enjoy a delicious meal with a view.
Doesn't get much better than that.
And let's not forget about that playground and splash pad.
The kids will love that.
Sounds like the perfect way for families to cool off and unwind after a day of exploring the park.
Exactly. Brandenburg Park really does have something for everyone.
It does. It does.
No matter what you're into.
So far, this deep dive has been overflowing with possibilities.
For sure.
I think we've barely scratched the surface
Yeah.
of what Brandenburg Park has to offer.
Lots to explore.
But before we get lost in daydreams of paddling through those hidden canals,
Let's take a break.
we'll be back soon to continue our exploration and share even more insights
Okay, sounds good.
to help you plan your own unforgettable adventure at Brandenburg Park.
I'm ready for more.
Dude.
All right. Welcome back. Ready for more.
Definitely.
We've got a lot more to uncover about Brandenburg Park.
I'm excited.
You know, as we were just talking about all the different things you can do there,
Yeah.
I couldn't help but think about people who are new to kayaking.
Right, right.
Is Brandenburg Park a good place for beginners?
Yeah, is it beginner friendly?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good.
The waters near the shoreline are super calm,
Hmm.
perfect for first-timers to kind of get their bearings and,
Yeah.
get comfortable with paddling
Yeah.
and with the beautiful marshes and wetlands as your backdrop.
It's beautiful.
It's a truly picturesque introduction to the sport.
It really is.
You can't beat it.
That sounds so idyllic.
It is. It is.
But what about for the experienced kayakers?
Yeah,
Is there enough to keep them challenged?
definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
If you venture further out onto Lake St. Clair,
Oh.
it's a completely different experience.
How so?
Well, the open waters can be more demanding.
I see.
You need more skill, more stamina out there,
Right.
especially if there's some wind.
Makes sense.
And for those seeking a truly unique adventure,
You talk about those hidden canals, right?
yes,
Tell me more.
imagine you're paddling through these serene waterways,
Peaceful.
passing by these charming homes and lush gardens.
Oh,
It's like you're entering a secret world within the park.
that's so cool.
And the canals also offer a sense of tranquility and solitude
Right.
that you might not find on the open lake.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a different vibe.
I'm sold.
You gotta check it out.
But let's switch gears for a moment and talk about responsible recreation again.
Okay. Yeah.
We've touched on leaving no trace
Right.
and preventing the spread of invasive species.
Important stuff.
But what else can we do to make sure we're enjoying Brandenburg Park in a sustainable way?
Well, one thing we haven't talked about yet is noise pollution.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's natural to want to share our excitement when we're out on the water,
Right.
but it's important to be mindful of the volume of our conversations, our music, anything like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We share this space with wildlife and other visitors,
Oh,
so
okay.
keeping noise levels respectful is really important.
I love that.
It's all about finding that balance
Yeah.
between having fun and preserving the peaceful atmosphere of the park.
Exactly.
Everyone can enjoy it.
So any other insider tips for making the most of a visit to Brandenburg Park?
Let me think.
You know, like those little nuggets of wisdom
Yeah, okay.
that only a true expert would know.
Well, one thing that people often overlook is the timing of their visit.
Oh, okay.
Weekdays and early mornings are usually less crowded,
Makes sense.
but they also offer something extra special.
What's that?
The early morning light, especially during sunrise,
Oh, wow.
it just casts this magical glow over the lake,
I've got...
creates an unforgettable kayaking experience.
That sounds amazing.
Plus, the wildlife is usually more active in the early hours,
Mm.
so you might get lucky and see some amazing things.
Sunrise kayaking it is.
Yeah.
You know, as we've been talking about Brandenburg Park,
Yeah.
I'm really struck by the natural beauty.
It's stunning.
It's a good reminder that these spaces are precious,
Absolutely.
and they deserve our care and respect.
We need to protect them.
Brandenburg Park is also a really important habitat
It is.
for a variety of plant and animal species.
You know,
It's a good reminder of the delicate balance of our ecosystem
right.
and the role we play in its preservation.
We have to do our part.
It's incredible to think that just a short drive from the city,
I know, right?
we can find ourselves immersed in such a tranquil and ecologically rich environment.
It's a treasure.
It really does underscore the importance of protecting these green spaces.
Absolutely.
By choosing to recreate responsibly,
Yeah.
we can ensure that future generations get to experience the same wonder and beauty that we do today.
It's about leaving a legacy
Exact.
for future generations.
Okay, enough with the serious stuff for a minute.
Okay, all right.
Let's lighten things up a bit.
Sounds good.
I hear there's a splash pad at Brandenburg Park.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me more.
The splash pad is a definite highlight,
Okay,
especially for families with young children.
I bet.
It's a fantastic way to cool off on a hot summer day. Just imagine the kids running through those water jets.
Yeah, I can hear the laughter now.
The pure joy. It's great.
It sounds like the perfect way to end a day of kayaking and exploring the park.
You couldn't agree more.
Everyone can unwind and let loose.
Right.
Create memories that will last a lifetime.
That's what it's all about.
As we're talking about these additional activities,
Yeah.
I'm struck by how much Brandenburg Park has to offer beyond just kayaking.
It really is a multifaceted destination.
It is.
You can go from paddling through those serene canals to casting a line for fish.
Yep.
You can have a picnic under the shade of a tree.
Yeah.
Watch the kids play in the splash pad.
It's amazing.
It's a place where you can create a full day of adventure and relaxation.
And it's all in one beautiful setting.
Can't beat that.
I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling inspired to plan a trip.
Me too.
I think our listeners are too.
Yeah, I bet.
But hold on, folks. We're not done yet.
There's more.
There's still more to uncover about this incredible destination.
We're just getting started.
We'll be back in a flash to wrap up our deep dive and give you some final thoughts
Sounds good.
and tips to plan your own adventure.
Can't wait.
So stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back for the final part of our Brandenburg Park deep dive. Did you take notes?
Always taking notes.
Good, because we're going to wrap things up with some key takeaways.
Okay.
And maybe something to, get you thinking about planning your own trip.
Sounds good.
I think what's really cool about Brandenburg Park
What's that?
is that it offers so much variety.
Yeah, it's not just about kayaking,
Right.
even though that's definitely a highlight.
It is a highlight.
It's how they combine like the natural beauty
Yeah.
and all the different things to do,
Yeah.
and they really make it accessible for everyone.
I agree. We've covered so much today.
I know, right?
Peaceful shorelines, the canals, the wildlife.
Oh, and the fishing.
Yes. Don't forget the fishing.
Lake St. Clair is famous for it,
That's right. And then there's the playground and splash pad
or the kids.
for the kids and picnic areas.
It's perfect for families.
It really is, or anyone who wants to spend the whole day there.
Yeah, why not? Right.
And I'm also really impressed with how they've made it such a fun place.
Yeah,
But they haven't forgotten about protecting the environment.
absolutely.
Remember all those key things we talked about?
Leaving no trace.
Leaving no trace.
Stopping those invasive species.
Right, and being mindful of noise pollution.
You got it.
All super important to keep this place beautiful for the future, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so as we're about to send our listeners off on their own Brandenburg Park adventures,
Safe travels.
let's go over some essential tips for planning a good visit.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, first things first,
Number one.
check the weather.
Yes. Lake St. Clair. The weather can change quickly.
It can.
Gotta be prepared.
And of course, life jackets.
Always.
No excuses.
Never.
It's for your safety.
You know it.
Planning your route ahead of time is also a good idea, right?
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's your first time there.
Especially if you want to see those canals.
Yeah. Use a map or a GPS. That way you don't get lost.
Good point.
And don't forget, if you don't have a kayak,
Right.
you can rent one.
Yeah, those local outfitters are super convenient.
They are.
And visiting during off-peak times can make a big difference too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Weekdays, early mornings,
Less crowded, more peaceful.
more wildlife.
And maybe even catch that
The
sunrise.
sunrise kayaking, oh my gosh.
It's magical.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with something to think about.
Okay.
What kind of Brandenburg Park adventure are you most drawn to?
Good question.
Peaceful shoreline, open waters,
Or those hidden canals.
decisions.
So many options.
Whatever you choose, remember, this is just the start.
It is.
Do some more research, look at maps.
Maybe even check out some wildlife guides.
You can really tailor your experience.
Have it your own.
But most importantly, approach your Brandenburg Park adventure with a sense of curiosity, respect for the environment,
Absolutely.
and a readiness to embrace the unexpected.
Who knows what you'll find?
Exactly. The waters of Lake St. Clair are full of surprises.
Happy paddling, everyone!
Until next time, keep exploring.